speaking of questionable motives, are anti-India elements exploiting the pro-Palestine protests at US universities? Because what else explains linking Kashmir with the crisis in Gaza? You see, for some time now, the protests across American universities have dominated headlines. We've been telling you about them. We've highlighted how US campuses have become the new battlegrounds. We have questioned the use of force against students calling for truce in Gaza. But there is something that we cannot support. We cannot condone the manipulation of the pro-Palestine protests by anti-India elements to spread lies. Nor can we tolerate any challenge to India's territorial sovereignty. Leading Indian American groups in the US have urged a university against accepting one of the demands of protesting students. Just for some context here, in a bid to quell the campus unrest, Rutgers University in New Jersey has accepted some of the protesters' demands. One of the demands, if accepted, sets a very dangerous precedent. Among their 10 demands, the protesting students insisted on displaying flags of quote-unquote occupied people in areas of the campus featuring international flags. They cited Palestinians, Kurds, and Kashmiris as quote-unquote occupied people. So what was the response from the university? The Rutgers administration agreed to some of the demands made by the students, such as admitting 10 displaced Palestinian students, recruiting Arab faculty members, and establishing an Arab cultural center, among others. However, regarding the flag demands, the Rutgers administration said it would review the flags. Quick question here. Do these agitators need a history lesson? Is the Palestine issue the same as the Kashmir issue? The last time we checked, the protests were around calls for a ceasefire in Gaza, divestment from companies doing business with Israel or supporting its war efforts, and raising awareness about the dire humanitarian situation in Gaza. Now, in response, Thomas Abraham, chairman of the Global Organization of People of Indian Origin, shot a letter to Rutgers University. Abraham said, and I'm quoting, "By even considering this demand, you are questioning the integrity of India. Kashmir is very much a part of India. There is no separate flag for Kashmir. Kashmir residents are not displaced people. In fact, the displaced people are the Hindu minorities who had to leave Kashmir because of violence against them. If Rutgers displays such a flag of Kashmir, that will be the beginning of more sit-ins by students who are opposed to such flags." That's what he wrote. Now, to be clear, Rutgers University has not acted upon this demand. Still, if anyone needs a reminder, Kashmir has, is, and will always remain an integral part of India. This includes the portion illegally occupied by Pakistan. India's steadfast stance on Kashmir is that it is a bilateral issue between India and Pakistan. There is no room for mediation or intervention by any third party. In fact, even the long-standing policy of the United States views Kashmir as a bilateral matter. So the question arises, who is behind this incitement? Who is exploiting the pro-Palestine demonstrations to propagate falsehood? Who stands to benefit from exploiting the protests? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.